also been talking to a Cornish artist who's been painting some more, shall we say, traditional subjects. It's been a busy few weeks for Janet Judge, who's had to produce work for no less than 3 exhibitions this summer. The first of these is now underway at the Paul Pierce studio at Lizard Point, and I caught up with Janet a little bit earlier to find out more.
I paint mostly in watercolour, a lot of landscapes and seascapes, which I do sitting on the cliff, whatever the weather. Very colourful, not what you expect from watercolour, far more contemporary. And I find if I'm outside, I capture more of the feel of the spirit of the day and weather conditions, and if it's wild, you can express that in the way you paint.
How difficult is it, though, to paint outside in, some of the weather Cornwall throws at us can be quite challenging, I'd imagine.
Yes, just a little bit. I'm not good in incredibly hot weather, so in the recent hot weather I was getting up at 7 and going straight out to paint before it got too hot. If it's really wild, I try and find somewhere that's on the other side of the coast, away from the wind, or tucked down out of the way. If it's really bad, then I'd rather paint still life. I paint a lot of fish and bowls of fruit, and I'd rather do that in the studio. I don't like working from photographs. So you can avoid it if it's really bad.
Yeah, so do you have sort of 2 distinct types of work then, really? The stuff that you do outside and then, studio-based work?
Yes. I mean, it's all tied together by I paint very loosely and it's colourful, but yes, if you're outside, it comes out very differently from when you're working inside. So I trained as a sculptor, so I love form. So whether it's kind of getting the sense of the waves or the caves and cliffs, or painting a lobster or a fresh shiny mackerel, I'm treated the same way, but it comes out as 2 different loads of work.
How much does Cornwall provide inspiration for the work you do?
Oh, everything, absolutely everything. And I'm lucky enough to live within sight of the sea at Mullion, so I can tell what the weather's doing. The sea changes colour every day, and it just excites me. You just go, I've just got to go out and paint it.
You've got lots of exhibitions coming up over the summer, haven't you?
Yes, rather busy. You say, oh yes, I'll do that, and then I'll do that as well, and then you think, oh my goodness. But it'll be fun. It's triggered me into doing lots of painting, which is lovely. This week I'm at the Paul Pierce studio at Lizard Point, which is lovely because not only have I been down there painting to get ready for it, but I've actually been painting while I'm down there. Then in August, Regatta in Port Navis is the 5th of August, and so from then for a week I've got an exhibition in the village hall, which I do most years, and that's lovely because it's a whole different area to paint, out on the Helford, people sailing, and the creeks, and the still water of the river. And then in August I've got some work in a group exhibition at Horton Lodge, which is in Hampshire. So yes, very busy summer.
Is it hard to paint, I guess there's almost a pressure to perform, isn't there, and produce a volume of work? Does that make it more difficult for you?
Sometimes it can be positive and stimulating. Other times it can be a pressure, but you have to convince yourself, I'm just doing this for fun, I'm just painting this because I want to. In the back of your mind, you've got a sense of, okay, I know I'm going to be down there next month, but I think if you try and paint for the exhibition, it shows. So you've got to go out on a day and go, right, I love this view. It may not be what everybody's thinking about, but that's the bit that grabs me. That's what I'm going to paint.
And are you ready for these exhibitions that are coming up?
I will be when they start.
Because there's a lot more to it, isn't it? I mean, you have to do the paintings, obviously, but then it's the framing. You have to put together the brochures and all that kind of stuff too.
Yes, and that's the bit that especially if you get a spell of lovely weather and you just want to go and paint, you think, no. So you end up doing that in the evenings. You write your press releases, you do the posters, and you get stuff to the framer. I've got a lovely framer in Mullion who will work at short notice, which is good. So you've got to juggle it, but the painting comes first. So if it's a lovely day, the other stuff gets done later on.
That's Cornish artist Janet Judge.